Hello folks and welcome back to Final Factory. Last time we went through, we set up some defensive stuff, we got the mass drivers going. We're making our own ships right now. You can see we have a nice defensive structure up there. I think there's another one over here. Yep, there's one, right? Defense platform is there, and then there's going to be another one somewhere over here. We still need to build that, I think, but we'll get there, and it should be in good shape. What is that one? Okay, we have a couple of those. What I think I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to build one of these little storage things and just place it somewhere. Just like, because these things, some of this stuff, I don't want to carry around all this stuff that I don't understand what it is or why it's used for, any of that stuff. So I'm going to choose to just, somewhere out near one of these research vessels, I'm just going to drop in a storage container. Uh-oh, what do we got? We're under attack. Uh-oh, okay, so let's go back to the map here. Let me really quickly just store. Let's see, what do I want to store? What do I want to store? I want to store that in there and that in there. Those are the things that we got that I don't know what they are, so I'm not going to worry about that. And now we need to get down to our spot that's in trouble here very quickly. And I also need to... oh boy. Oh boy. Well, this is actually a good problem, I guess, because with this going on, it does help us be able to generate more research because we have the cargo logistics, that's what it's called, right? From last time. See, we only have 15 of 80, which is crazy. And then to accomplish our goals here, we also need to do a lot. So I really want to make sure that we have a chance to establish some of these things. And I probably should put up a defensive structure somewhere near essentially all of these things because they seem to just want to pop them out here, and maybe we could solve that problem. And I don't even know if this is the actual problem or not. So let me just very quickly put that in place. We'll put the solar panel on there to power it. And then we have our other defensive structure that is currently under attack. So we need to... Wow, they really amassed a lot of stuff there, didn't they? All right, we need to just slowly beat them back a little bit. And we're just going to take some time to help ourselves in doing so. So this is like annoying a little bit. Like I would rather just be able to automate all of this stuff. But I think we can just down the road. But right now, I really just want to make sure that we don't have to deal with the bad guys too much anymore. And I also need the research. I need the research points. I need this to go. We're at 23, so it is moving, but it's going to take a while to get to 80, which I'm not exactly thrilled about, but it is what it is. So we just kind of stop it. All right, what do we got? We'll take that. What is this? We'll take that. And another one over here. And then there's still bad guys down south. So we got to take care of them too. Take that. And then we're going to go take out these guys here. I'd also like to try to start establishing some mining operations on the things that we don't really know much about. Like the... Whoa, there's a ton of them over here. Jeez. Okay, that again, these are good problems because it means that we have... the option of getting more of the research points that we currently are in desperate need of. I don't know if it's necessarily a good thing to go through and just wipe them all out, or if I just wipe out their guys, use that as bait, and then come back for more once they have a chance to rebuild or not. I don't really know the best solution. All I know is they don't really hurt us when they shoot at us, which... Well, they might be hurting our little drones guys around us. We have a bunch of bats around us, and it's probably hurting them, not us, per se. But my goodness, this is a rather large area, which means these little swirly things might be important. I don't know what they are, necessarily, or what they do. But they seem to be congregated around them a whole bunch. All right, so let's see what we got there. We got there. Cool. Again, I don't know what those do at all. So let's move forward and just start trying to wipe out some of this stuff because we're almost halfway. I don't know if there's better weapons that we can acquire or what we can do with them. But I'm going to set our little guys up there to go and do their thing. Then hope that we can just knock out a bunch of these things so we don't have to deal with them anymore. I do want to investigate the research tree or technology tree just to see what's out there, because I just don't know enough about this game right now to be able to make good decisions on the workflow of how I should go about it. Like Miner's Tree or Roller Coaster Tycoon even, or Parkitect, or any of the games that I've made lots of videos on, I have a general idea of what I need to do and why I need to do it and the best ways to go about accomplishing what I have planned. This one, not so much. All right. So there's our little base there, which is fine. We have another one established back here, so we really have this spot locked down, hopefully. And I'm just going to slowly try to uncover a little bit more of what it is. What's that? Okay, it's another one of those little swirly dudes, antimatter clouds. Okay. And look, we're back. Where is our mining operations at? What are we doing here? Is it just because we're full? I think it's just because we're full up on everything. I don't actually know where all of our ships and stuff are, though. When I go into our fleet, we have them there. Let me just take one of these out. And where are all of our miner bots at? Alright, so let me just try to reestablish some of this. If I put that into there, that should distribute. That should distribute. Cool. I'm going to break that one down for right now, because I don't want those parts going there. I want them going out that way. They should start passing that way. There we go. Okay. I'm assuming our miner bots got attacked at some point. I don't really know what happened to them, and I would like to, but not much I can do about that right now. Hey, we have mining ships getting rebuilt now, so hopefully we can resume production on some of this stuff. I don't know if we got attacked or what happened or where they went. I think it might be fleet size. It might just be that we have too big of a fleet, maybe? I don't know. Although the fleet size is what's coming with us. It's not what's overall everywhere. Okay, so I have all of that. Let's see. I want to build some more of the defensive structures out here. Like this one doesn't have one right now. So we will get that established here eventually. Just a matter of time. And I need to go out and find more bad guys. But first I want to make sure this place is set and we always have ships coming to us at a moment's notice. It's really our goal right now. Because I want to set up more defensive structures and kind of just lay out the area a little bit better here. Alright, so like this guy here, I'm just going to take all of that. Because we have tons of it. There's no reason. Oh, okay, look. See, they're just deployed inside the thing. When they get full, they go away. Okay. And these guys stop because these guys up here stop because for whatever reason they aren't doing their job. All right. So I want to just deposit more of those things. What else do we have? We have those things. Okay. I don't really know what is actually useful and what's not, but I do want to find out and make sure we have stuff set up here. Although I feel like these guys got knocked out because the production there is now resuming like it was previously. All right, so hopefully we can go through and do that and get more of our ships ready to roll. Let's go out to our map and see what we got. So we know we have stuff there. We have that. We have that. Let's go out to this little terrestrial planet and see what's up with that and see what we got. I'm just trying to find bad guys right now, quite honestly, just so we can up our stuff. So I'll hit C to make sure that we have our structures ready to go there. Yeah, there we go. There's some bad guys. All right. Before we do that, though, let's get a couple of these guys on board. And we'll make sure they have some power. And I'm not really using these as defensive structures at all. I'm using them as offensive weapons right now, but I'm trying to hold the line here so that we can use them down the road, especially as I want to get some mining operations set in here better. Because these space rocks, I don't know what they do. There's comets right next to it, so this seems like a valuable area. At least it seems like there's a lot of stuff, and I don't know what they are. But our enemy strength is back down to 20%. It was up higher previously, so I'm okay with that. And then we just need to wipe out their ability to make stuff. So I want to get all of these guys. We got to come back down because there's still a whole lot more that we need to deal with. And we will deal with it. It's just a matter of time. All right, so let's wipe these out. We're up to 50 out of 80, so we are moving forward. And we know there's a couple more. Okay, that's another spot. We're going to deal with the ones farther down here, and I want to get whatever this is too. Ooh, that one's new. What's that? Duplicator artifact. Cool. And we're going to go. Ooh, boy, there's a lot of stuff down here. Awesome. So we're going to continue to stay engaged in big fights. Oh, I did lose a point there. I'm at 99 out of 100. I don't know how to heal myself, if that is a thing, or if it auto-heal. I don't know. I'm at 97. Oh, goodness. We're getting hit. We're taking our shots, so we're going to have to slowly just try to make sure we're okay here. We'll take care of all these little dot thingies because they're super annoying. All right, I'm back up to 100 out of 100, so I guess over time our health will increase again. Take that one, take that one. Again, I don't know what they do, but anytime I hear artifact in video games, it's probably something you should take. There we go. Man, this just keeps going, doesn't it? My goodness. I mean, this is a good problem. I don't want to spend all my time just fighting and shooting these dumb little guys, but we do need the points right now. If I could automate my fleets to kind of go out and just search and destroy, that would be fantastic. Or if I had a fleet command of some type where I could say, hey, go to this sector. Although, I will say the bats are not very good, at least from what I can see right now. They don't seem to have a lot of oomph behind them. How far? Oh, we're just like straight over from our base. Okay. So enemy strength is at 21% now. I don't know how we're destroying things and it goes up. That doesn't make sense to me. I would think it would be opposite. But whatever these things are, they seem to guard them with reckless abandon. So I'm going to establish another defensive thing there. We'll establish a whole bunch of solar panels because we're going to need them to... Oops, not that button. We're going to need a whole bunch of solar panels to power these guys up. There we go. And now we're going to start moving in on the next part of this, which looks like they've already started coming back. Again, the whole point of this was to go over and explore that planet that we saw on the map. We just don't know enough right now about what this is, why we have to do it, anything about the game, really. So we'll take that. I think, let's take a look at map. Yeah, I think I want to establish something over here because that's that space rock. Right? Yeah, space rocks. We have this. We have another defensive structure there. So let's put another one over here. We'll go 3 to get our solar panels. Boom. And boom. Fantastic. All right. And then I want to set up a mining operation. So I need to go and get some more mining station recipes set up. Could get some research ships as well. Need lots of corridors. Gonna need some more storage options. Because I don't know what we do with some of this stuff as far as building it. I don't know what some of these things actually will do for us. let's see. I can't mine those. Can I mine this? No, I can't even mine that. Okay. So space rocks and these comets, can I right click? Oh, I can see I can right click on them. And I get organic compounds out of it. Interesting. Does it change my research at all? No, it also gives me some ice, which I don't know what that does at all. I'm gonna go and try to mine the, what is it? Space rocks over here. Just see if they do anything. They're just, okay. It's hovering over and says they're of no particular value. They're just in space. Okay. So let's go straight ahead. Turn on our weapons just in case. And let's see what this planet...
A blue planet.
A blue planet.
The organics here may prove useful in our efforts later on. They hold the power of the darkness within them, blissfully unaware.
Okay. That means a lot of... That was a little ominous, but the long story short is we can't do anything with them right now, but hopefully we will be able to in the near future. I also saw some bad guy ships that look different. They're white. Yeah, like right there. See how they look different? I don't know what those are or what they do or why they're there. I'm assuming they're stronger, but I don't really know. Oh, look at them. They shoot different things. They shoot different things. And they're more protectionary than the other ones. Like the other guys really pursue you. Those guys don't seem to pursue. They kind of stay in their lane and then peace out from that lane. All right, so let's establish a little spot here. Do that. And then we will go to town on the bad guys. And we're going to hope that they don't bother us too much. We're up to 70, so we only have 10 more to go on research points. There's a lot to keep track of here, especially when you're getting shot at by all the bad guys. But it's okay. These little guys are so easy. I like them. And they usually pay out pretty well, too. All right, where do these ones come from? They have a different generator. Oh, they do. Okay, so they're a Triton spawner. So have that we need to know about. Oh yeah, we're up to 74, 75. This is a good battle. It's one we will win because they're pretty. They're not the strongest. But one interesting thing that we can look at here is that their strength was up to 30. It's now at 29. So it fluctuates a bit, but now it's at 31. So they are gaining strength. It's just a matter of hopefully being able to knock out a whole bunch of their stuff quickly. And I don't even know if these defensive structure things that we're building are useful later in the game. Like if there's better ones, I don't know. I would assume they're kind of not the best, but they're going to work for us right now. I dislike that they only hold 10 ships because you can see like out of like what we have now, I have 8 ships with me. I have, well, there's 9, but one of them is a construction bot. So if you're taking a look at what's flying with me, it's not the best setup for what we need to do here, but let's go in, get all of this stuff established and knocked out, knock those out. Knock these guys out. You're going away. Hey. We got that research done. So we need to see what cargo ships are up to. And we still have stuff over here. So let me just knock out the rest of the bad guys in this area. I don't want to have to deal with them anymore. And I'm going to put a couple more of these defensive guys out around here. And I know I should just do a blueprint for all that, but okay. So this planet is now under our protection. There are 3 defensive structures. Oh, they're still there though. What are you? Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. All right, and I might make a separate mining operation that's just going to be thrusters that are just going towards that one thing. But I really want to get back and see what that cargo logistics that we are researching actually does for us here. We just need to get rid of all the bad guys first, which they are numerous. All right, we got those. Take that. Knock these out. This out. Cool. Let's gather up whatever this is. I don't know what it is, what it does for us, anything like that. Just want to grab it and make sure we're good. Okay, these guys all have their units. Doesn't look like some of the other ones have their units yet. I don't know if that's just because we're not making enough or what is going on here. Why do we continually... No, keep making stuff. Like, why are we not mining? All right, I'm going to go to working bots. We're just going to make our own miner, not research. Okay. And let's go into logistics now and see what we got. Okay, so we got this one. It's logistics cargo. It requires those things, but it unlocks a cargo drone recipe. Longer range ships that can fly over most stations. It only takes items between 2 logistics bays. And then we also got a logistics bay. Cargo drones pick up items from there. It acts as a junction. Okay, cool. We still need to complete a lot more research. So we have this one here, which requires new research. This one requires new research. This one requires new research. New research. New research. Old and new research. And this one's new research. All right, so let's take a look. Thermal management. Okay, so that's something we are going to have to be worried about down the road here. Allows for construction of stations that help manage the logistics of your fleet. Okay. Lighting, I don't really... Does that do anything? It's a light. Lasers, what does that do? Which many engineer uses. What? Junctions allow for construction of junctions with key attached to connectors to split. Yeah, I want that. So we're already halfway to that one, but that's something that we need to have. And we need to figure out why this keeps happening. So I need to have more of these ready to roll. Because I feel like we're getting attacked in some way, shape, or form. We're not able to defend ourselves. So I want to make sure we have some of this stuff better established here. And I think we're going to do another mining station and feed stuff into some of these by themselves, I think. So if I establish another mining station, we can do that. It's going to need some power. Not a problem. All right. Then we're going to use that to bring that up there like so. And go to a storage box. And then we need the printer. Atomic printer is going to just make low density items. Then we need to go to an assembler. Which we have. What is going? Why are we not mining? What is going on? This is I don't understand why we're not actively making things. You have power, right? Yeah, we're really short on our drones and all that stuff. So what do we need to make those easier? Miner bot, we just need more bauxite. Okay, and what else? So we're just gonna mine a little bit. I don't know where all of our mining ships are going, but they are clearly either getting destroyed or disappearing, and that's not a good thing. So I'm going to set up a separate line here. going to be responsible just for those. So I actually want to get rid of this, 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 and this. Okay. We'll throw that into our inventory. All right. So that line should just be going there to just deal with that. This ship here, you need power, don't you? That's what you're not happy about. Okay. Got that. And then I can do an assembler. And we already have a ship option there. Okay. So that's going to come out of there, be that. Then it's going to go to an assembler. And you're going to make thrusters. And that's going to output there and go to the ship making option. And you're only taking thrusters. And you are going to make not miner bots, yeah. All right, and while that's going, I'm going to make more miners. Because we're clearly lacking a whole bunch right now. We need to get them going. There's only one over here. I don't know if there's any down here. Yeah, I don't know what happened to all of our stuff. I don't know where they're all at. All right, we're going to have to go out and start finding some trouble here in just a little bit. But I do want to kind of establish some of this other stuff first and make sure that what we're making is working and we're doing all the things we need to do. So that has 4. All right, we need to make more. I just need to make them. All right, so we got more showing up down there. There are, I wish I could click on them. It doesn't need to be in range. There's 3 there. And this one finally has stuff back on it. Not that we're really doing anything with this yet, because I don't know what to do with it, but we do have it. All right, that reminds me, as we're looking at our inventory there, I should also just drop off some of this stuff. And here we do have some thrusters, right? We have thrusters in our inventory. There should be 2 of them. Maybe not. I could have sworn we had thrusters. No, we have ice though. I don't know what that does, but we're going to put the ice in there. Don't need the assembler. That can go with those guys. That can go there. No, I need another storage solution. And why a storage location needs power is beyond me, but it's not mine to question. It's just how the game is. All right. And I do need another defense. This one's fine, but I think we need another one down here somewhere. So I want to establish another defensive structure. Like so. And now we're going to start generating some bots towards that once they get manufactured there. Okay. But at least this production line is back up and running, it looks like. You should be doing that. You should be doing that. Okay. For whatever reason, those got unhooked. Maybe that's why we were having problems. Or did I just never set them up? These guys I did right. Maybe the other one I just never did the proper way. All right, that one's all set. We're getting more stuff there. I'm really happy with where we're at right now. We don't have any semblance of a space station in any way, shape, or form. If you take a look at our map, it's a hodgepodge of just random stuff that we don't really fully understand, and that's okay. We have our little base there that's slowly getting covered back up. Let's take a look and just see what we have here as far as all of this stuff goes. So logistics bay, and we have, what is this? Station core Attach station core wall. I don't know what that does. We have struts, which connects two structures together. When connected on both ends, it'll reduce the stability cost. Okay. Don't know what that means. Component-wise, we're fine. Intermediate stuff. What is that one? A fabricator restaurant. I don't know what that is either. I also don't know what robotic parts are. We can make a bunch of them, but I don't know what they are. We have our working bots, which now we have this guy, which is interesting to me. Of the cargo drone. I think we can use those. I think we're going to be able to do something with them, but I don't know what that something is quite yet. But I do want to go start getting into some trouble as well. But before we do that, I think we're going to wrap today's episode up, and then we're going to come back a little later here and figure out what exactly our next steps are. I want to explore the cargo drones. I also want to make sure that our base is set defensively for what we have. We do have 4 defensive structures around now. So there's 1 in each central corner of our spot. And I want to build a bigger space station around this area, but I don't know how to do that yet. We will get there, but I'm going to leave it there, folks. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.